recording. And I need you. I think we're good.
Every story starts the same way. I'll just do a little bit until Sunday. And now I don't even know who I am. Not that I ever really can.
Oh, hi there. Happy Friday. It is March the 8th, 2019, and I'm Eric, talking at you as always from beautiful downtown Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, where there was at least one guy on the Titanic trying to convince his girlfriend to join the Mile Low Club.
That would have been me.
Hey, come on, baby, you want to join the Mile Low Club?
Oh. Kids are going to get to do this.
Right?
Talk about going down.
I'm in a romantic mood today. How you doing, Gord?
I'm pretty good, my friend. How you doing?
I'm all right. Welcome everybody to another episode of What If We're Right from the beautiful city filled with beautiful people. Very little to talk about tonight, so Gord's going to do a lot of talking, I think.
That could get dangerous.
It could. It really could. But that's okay, because I've got a whole bunch of sound effects for us to fill in the gaps.
Yay!
Yeah, I wasn't following a lot in the news today. I know there's some fun stuff going on in your neck of the woods. Politics.
There's some interesting shit going on, I can say that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fun time to be alive. I was so distracted with work lately and just trying to kiss ass to my boss and get this promotion I'm fishing for that I just really didn't have time to pay attention to anything. And in my spare time, I'm working on new music for us. So, unfortunately, we might just have to talk about ordinary, everyday stuff.
That's okay.
But you said off the air that you had something you were dying to talk about.
Yes, I do.
Because I don't have anything pre-planned yet. I got to go through some notes and get ready. So why don't we start with you?
Okay. So this is just probably one of the greatest things I've ever heard in my life. So a dude in the States had sued a company. For the life we can't tell what company it is, but they had done an advertisement in a magazine where they said that all hipsters look the same, and it's a side profile picture of this dude.
Right.
Like a fucking man bun, the patchy beard, the flannel fucking jacket, like the whole 9 yards, right? And this guy sued them because he said, I don't know how, but that's me.
Burn.
You can't fucking sue me because that's my picture. That's
Burn.
You can't use that.
That's hilarious.
So he sued them. They get to court, and it wasn't him.
Oh my god.
So he legit proved the advertising was true.
Wow.
Isn't that the greatest fucking shit in the world?
So,
It got all the way to a court till he found out, oh wait, that's not me, we just look the same.
none of the lawyers figured this out beforehand? Nobody looked at the picture?
I didn't get the whole thing that deeply, but it got to the point where it actually got up to the first stage of the court case.
That is absolutely ridiculous. That's such a Vancouver story. I'm surprised that's not from here. Whoops. I did not mean to do that.
I've been really trying.
Not what I meant to do. That was not for the hipsters. Quite the opposite. My feeling for I heard
that my way home, and I actually had to pull over because I was laughing so hard that the tears are coming out of my eyes and I couldn't fucking drive.
Now, first of all, who is the dumb shit who's suing because some magazine published a picture of him?
Well, because you gotta admit, I understand that, because, if somebody took your picture and then used it for their advertisement without your say, without your fucking consent.
Well, where was the picture taken, first of all?
You can get a lot of money for that shit.
Where was the picture taken, first of all? Because if it was in a public place, then you have no expectation of privacy. Anyone can use your likeness if it's a public... That's why the paparazzi can do what they do.
Yes.
So...
Again, I don't know. I haven't seen the picture, but it's just a side profile shot. So it's not even a straight-on headshot.
So this guy's just a knob.
He's just a fucking... He is the reason why people hate fucking hipsters.
Oh, God, there's so many. The list of the reasons is so long. I don't understand how these people are still a thing. They drive me fucking nuts, and they have ever since... I was kind of in Calgary when the hipster thing started here, so I didn't really get it quite as much, because they just don't exist there. They didn't at the time. But I came back to Vancouver and was inundated with... No, I guess they were kind of firing up before I left, but they all looked like Matthew Good back then.
Everything changed with the man bun is where everything changed.
Are they to blame?
Yeah, it's the man bun is what's to change. I mean, like, you can, because they're all going to fit under the same thing. The outfit's the same, the look is virtually the same.
Yeah, it's
Both
just
of them are into fucking CrossFit,
And quit wrecking cool pubs by being ironic. Now, here, guys, I've always said, I've very firmly maintained that you lose the ponytail. Behind every ponytail is a horse's ass. But the man bun just takes that one step further.
I just don't get, I understand, you got longer hair, you're sitting at home, you're not anywhere, and you put your fucking hair up and say, just to get your hair in your eyes, I get it.
Totally different.
I was at that stage growing my hair out, I get it. But to actually do that and then go out and style in public as a man bun when you know full well that there isn't one human being that respects you.
No, they're just doing it defiantly now.
Yeah.
Like they know nobody likes it. Get rid of the fucking man bun, everybody. Seriously. Nobody likes it. Nobody likes you for having it. Nobody respects you more for being defiant. You look like an idiot.
I'm pretty sure that there's not a woman alive that looks at a guy man bun and is just like, yeah.
No, it's one step up from socks and sandals.
It's just fucking stupid. But yeah, awesome. Greatest thing. I love it. No, hipsters look the same. This is me.
We need to stop suing. Really, come on. We're gonna tie up the court system because someone took a picture of you, and you're proud. You want to. What if it was him? Then what? Then he's the fag with the fucking man bun and some money?
Yeah.
What?
Which is the worst thing, because now he's a trust fund man bun bit.
That's just... As if you could get any worse in my mind, you fucking granola crunching, patchouli smelling motherfuckers. I don't understand people's need to, sue. Our courts are so backed up to the point where murderers are walking free because they're not getting their court date in a timely fashion, and we got idiots suing because their picture of a man bun didn't get any fucking money.
Yeah.
Oh God, why people just kill yourselves. I wish I could think of something more intelligent to say right now, but I can't because I'm stupid. Just go kill yourselves, all of you.
Eric, you might think you're stupid, but you're not. I have a man bun stupid, so that's okay.
No, stop listening to shit music. Get rid of your man bun. Either grow a beard or shave. Quit with that middle ground bullshit and fucking...
If you can't grow a full beard, then don't fucking grow one.
Nothing looks lamer on a dude than an attempt at a failed attempt at a beard. That's the man bun of the face.
Yeah.
I
totally agree.
I have a Muslim friend who can't grow a beard. Obviously, it's the biggest embarrassment to him, but he's always got this half-ass fucking thing. He just looks like a French poet.
Burn.
You walk by him and just start snapping your fingers like you're cheering for him or something.
Burn.
Just terrible. Just guys in general, just stop trying to dress yourselves. Just let your woman do it for you. Seriously, we can't do it. We were never meant to. Throw on jeans and a t-shirt until you meet a woman, and then figure it out from there. Or wear a shirt and tie, the good standard man fare. But quit with the man buns and the fucking goddamn bullshit facial hair, and just stop thinking for yourselves.
Flannel is for when you're camping.
Exactly.
Go camping. If you don't know how to build a campfire, then just stop.
Spray it with your fucking axe, because that's all it's good for you. Spray a flame with your axe and start a fire.
Yeah.
No one wants to smell that shit. I've yet to meet a woman on the planet who likes Axe body spray. Not a single one.
No. And when you wear it, they all know it, because they're all like, oh, hey, douchebag.
Oh, hey, you're not Persian.
Even if you were, why?
They don't really have man buns, really, but they like their axe. The Persian fellas, the silk shirts and the gold jewelry and the Axe body spray, and you can just fucking smell them from a mile away.
Yeah, like the guys are pretty bad, but the women Persians are brutal. Like the perfume is. I don't even know if it's perfume as much as I think they just don't even have blood. I think it's just perfume that runs through the blood.
I actually knew a girl who bathed in it. She bathed in Calvin Klein perfume, literally. She was hot enough that you dealt with it.
There is no, you know what? There is no hot enough to deal with it because it only looks good from a distance. The second you're up close to them, you're just like, I can't fuck them.
Wow.
How can you fuck? If you gotta wear a clothespin over your fucking nose, and when you breathe it in, you taste it, you cannot be intimate with a woman like that.
That challenge accepted.
Well, good fucking luck. You might be able to do it the one night if you've had enough to drink, but there's no way you're maintaining relationships half the week.
Yeah, see, you know what? That's going to be a huge litmus test for me because I don't drink anymore. So I don't know how I'm going to square that circle anymore. There's been a lot of things I've been able to justify because of the alcohol, and by things I mean women.
Burn.
I don't have that to hide behind anymore. I guess I could pretend I'm drunk.
Which, I mean, will only get you so far, but do you want to pretend you're drunk just so you can be with a woman that is literally going to make your eyeballs and throat burn?
Well, see, here's the problem. I can pretend I'm drunk, but I'm not sure my partner in crime can. He's a lot more picky than I am. I'm talking, of course, of Captain John Ross here, my better half.
Yes.
That's the name of my penis, for those of you who don't know. Named, of course, in honor of the man who went deeper into the Arctic than any man ever had before. The legendary Captain John Ross.
He met my ex.
Oh, wait, that gets a...
Aww.
Fuck that. If you ever met that bitch, you would be awing about nothing.
Burn.
Sorry, James. I gotta play tonight. It'll end soon, I promise, guys. Yeah, I don't get to hide behind being drunk anymore. Wow, that's gonna be an interesting bridge to cross when I come to it. Because
And I bet you won't come once you get to it.
I don't think so, because Captain Ross is a lot more discerning than I am. His standards are much, much higher than mine. So hipsters and ladies who like hipsters, just quit it and stop invading my pubs. Nothing ruined my life more than when Sailor Hager's pub got taken over by hipsters. Oh my god. I hadn't gone there for a few months because I had moved downtown, and then I forget why I went back. But it was just...
for memory's sake until you realize what was in there.
It was overrun. Oh, I went with a girl. Who did I go with? But we went there to play pool. Oh, it was Ashley. Excuse me, no names.
It'll probably be Ashley.
No names on the radio. Sorry about that.
That was probably that cute one from Bed Bath.
Yeah, we went there to play pool, and there was like 100 of these fuckers in there, and they put their toonie on the table, and hey, here's the thing about, it's bar rules? No, it's fucking not bar rules. The bar doesn't give a shit. And I don't play bar rules. So this prick comes up and pulls a toonie out of his man bun and puts it on the table, and, we get next game. I go, no, you can get that table, and my girlfriend and I are done. Well, it's bar rules. I said, no, it's not. Fuck off. It's not bar rules. It's your rules. You applied them to the bar. The bar doesn't make them.
Yeah.
And
it's not like the owner of the bar's going, okay, hey guys, Toonie's on the table.
And in typical hipster fashion, he first cried to management. He cried, they won't let me use the table. And the bar said, we don't fucking care. We have a bar to run. Go get out of our faces.
Go cut your fucking hair,
yeah, and then he tried to gather a bunch of douchebags out on the patio to try and fight me.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Oh, yeah, I told they were all gathered out and they're all staring and pointing at me, and I just finished my pool game and went on with it. I walked out the front door with Ashley. It's like, I don't know what you expect me to do. You all weigh 11 pounds, you vegan fox.
Not a whole lot's going to happen. Somebody's going to fall break him, and it ain't going to be me.
Cap College must teach a health class, you idiots. Yeah, that's funny. But they keep overrunning pubs as they're trying to be ironic. Oh, let's go to this crappy pub and make it cool. No, fuck you. I like my crappy pub. The reason I started going there because it was just me and two old guys who didn't talk to me.
Yeah.
We all gave understanding glances from we would sit in a triangle on three opposite ends of the bar. And just glance at each other. We knew. Maybe we might share a light out on the patio once in a while, or even give each other a cigarette from time to time, but we didn't talk while we smoked. We knew better. It was a lovely, peaceful time.
It's like standing at a urinal and the guy next to you starts talking to you with your dicks in your hand.
Oh.
No.
Gentlemen, first of all, don't take the middle urinal if you're the only one there. Someone's going to come in behind you, and it's going to be awkward. Take one of the ends, you idiot, so the other end's open for the guy. And don't talk. Ever. In the bathroom in general. It doesn't matter if my dick's in my hand or not. I'm in there for... It's work time, not talk time. Just fucking... Oh, my God. And those are the guys who, their dads taught them it was okay to talk in the bathroom. Or their dads didn't teach them anything, obviously. Gentlemen, Gord and I are here to educate you, all right? Man bun, no. Talking in the bathroom, no. If I'm alone at a bar, there's a reason. And if you're not a chick, don't talk to me.
I will say this about talking in the bathroom. I never do it, but one time I did. It was the first week I moved to BC. And, after spending so many of my fucking life, drinking and doing so many fucking drugs and everything, moved out to BC to kind of clean up a bit. After a week, I'm like, fuck this shit, I need to get wasted. So I went and hit a bar, and then they told me to go to a different, because I went to, what the fuck is that place? Lonsdale down near the bottom, Raglands?
Oh, yeah.
I went to Raglands, I was down there by myself. I went to Raglands, grabbed some dinner, I was talking to the waitress and the chef. And I'm like, where are you going to fucking, where are you going to drink? I've been out here for a week. Where's the bar? Where am I going to go to fucking drink with people?
And that's where they sent you.
Well, they didn't send me to Sailor. They sent me the other direction on the other side.
Oh, God, you ended up at the Rusty Gull.
I went to the Rusty Gull. That is exactly where I ended up.
Hang on.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
You are actually going to like the story. This is a very interesting fucking night. So, I go there, and I'm just, it was open jam night. So there's people up there playing, singing songs, and it was absolutely terrible, which made it that much better. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking, this is so depressingly perfect. I love it. I'm having such a good time. Having a couple of drinks, I go to the bathroom. I'm standing there taking a piss. Guy comes up, pisses beside me. I look over at him, I go, hey, generic conversation while we're holding our dicks. am I right? And we started laughing about it. So we finished what we were doing. We're washing our hands. We're just standing there. We started shooting this shit. The guy's like, dude, you got to come up and join our fucking table. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So I sit at the table, and it's like 8 or 9 fucking guys. All of them work for fucking C-SPAN.
Of course.
And they're from all over the world. Everybody at the table is from a different fucking country.
My name is Jeff.
We're sitting there, we're drinking, we're having a great fucking time. And I mentioned to this one dude beside me, I'm like, so where the fuck are you from? And he's like, really? You can't tell from the accent? I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't do accents, so I have no idea.
Burn.
The guy across from me, who had been kind of eyeballing me like I'm a fucking asshole most of the night, looks at me and goes, if you can guess everybody's fucking nationality, he says, every one of us will buy you around. I'm like, 10 fucking free drinks. This is great. So the first guy, I look at the first guy, I'm like, well, you're Australian. He goes, no, I'm from fucking New Zealand. I'm like, son of a bitch. So right from the get-go, I lost. And I got every one of them wrong. So I'm like, well, fuck it, I'm going to buy it. So I bought. I got up. I'm like, well, I guess I owe everybody a drink. And they're all kind of laughing because nobody thought I'd actually do it. So I walk up the bar and I bought everybody around a drink. Plus, I also bought a round of shots for everybody.
Holy shit.
And, I mean, I just moved out. I'd sold a house. I had some money. Fuck it, why not? So I did all that. And the guys were like, fuck, man, like, that's really stand-up. Yeah, that's really cool. I really appreciate that. So we ended up having a great night. We just got fucking wasted, but like, holy fuck drunk. And near the end of the night, I'm like, you know what? I got to fucking score some weed. I really fucking haven't, I've been barely smoking any fucking weed since I moved out here. I need to fucking smoke some weed. Where can I get some? So one guy's like, dude, go talk for a waitress. I'm like, all right. So the waitress comes over. She, I swear to God, is twice as drunk as me, and I can barely function. She's a waitress. She can barely stand.
Oh, yeah. What year is this, roughly?
Would have been 5 years ago.
5 years?
6 years ago.
6 years. Okay, so... Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who worked there, because I didn't ever... tried not to go there, but I ended up there a lot, so I know some of the servers. I'm trying to picture that time frame. That's...
Big girl, long, dark hair.
Yeah, okay, maybe. That doesn't matter.
Just wearing high heels.
Doesn't matter.
Which was funny to me. So anyway, so I was sitting there, I'm like, fucking, so I asked her, it's like, can I fucking score? So I heard I could score some weed from her. She's like, oh my God, that'd be great. She goes, me and my friend, we're going back to Whitehead Club, back and stuff. We're gonna fucking smoke some joints. I'm like, awesome. So I hop in the car with these two fucking strangers. I have no idea where the fuck I am. I'm somewhere, North Vancouver, I think. I think I was over by Deep Cove somewhere. I really don't remember. But it's a sketchy fucking area, though. That's all I kind of remember. I have no idea where. And so we get to her place, and she's like, so how much did you want? I'm like, well, fuck yeah, I don't know. How much can you fucking get me, man? I'll buy a lunch. So let me grab an ounce. She's like, all right. Eric, do you remember those back in the day, those popcorn bags that were like 5 feet long?
Of course.
She had one of those bags filled with weed.
That's awesome.
I've never seen that in my life. I've seen a lot of fucking weed before, but I have never seen that much weed stuffed in a long suit before. It was the weirdest thing.
This is Gord around a bag of weed like that.
Nom, nom.
Yeah.
There you go. That's my Cookie Monster.
I was like, I lost my fucking shit entirely. I'm not gonna lie.
No, don't.
Nom, nom.
Like handful after handful stuffs in the bag. She probably gave me the equivalent of almost 2 fucking ounces. Charges me minimal. I'm like, right on. I said, throw me some fucking papers. Let's roll a fucking joint. And she hands me, and this is where I started getting pissy about the whole thing. She hands me a fucking regular white zigzag.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Hey, who the fuck, what weed smoker uses zigzags? None of them. They're thick. All you taste is burnt paper. That's fucking disgusting.
Sure.
So I'm like, well, this is fucking dumb. So they gave me the pack. So she gives me the pack, and I put 3 papers together to make this fucking fat cone, and I rolled this big fat cone. She's like, what the fuck are you smoking? And they rolled a joint for the three of us, and it was like this little fucking dinner. I was a long time weed smoker at this point. I could smoke a fucking ounce in a day and not really bug me all that much.
Fuck!
And they rolled dinner to share with 3 fucking people.
Wow.
And I'm like, no. So I roll this fat fucking cannon, and she's like, what the fuck you doing with that? I'm like, we're gonna get fucking high is what we're gonna fucking do. And so they're freaking out just because they apparently she's never seen somebody smoke a joint this big before, which just blows my mind again. And so I roll this thing up, we're smoking it, everybody's fried, we're having a really good time. Dude ends up passing out. He was this really big native dude. Guy's like 7 foot fucking tall, like 350 pounds, a big fucking boy. Fuck me, he was the biggest, gentle fucking giant in the fucking world. He was such a sweet guy. And so we get talking. They start passing out, so I'm like, well, I'm going home. I can barely function at this point. I call a cab. Cab picks me up. Cause I've only been in the province for 5 days. And somehow I managed to tell the cab driver my address. Or no, I didn't. I told him roughly where I was at, Lonsdale. And I blacked out. Blacked out in the back of the cab. The guy drove around for 25 minutes with me in the back and never once turned on his meter because he thought that would have been me.
Wow.
Right? So I come to and I'm like, where are we? And he started telling me, he's like, what's your address? So I just spit out the address. I'm like, I'm fucking 19th in Lonsdale. And he's like, or 20th in Lonsdale. He goes, oh, that's like fucking 4 blocks from here. So he literally turns on the meter, drives up. It cost me $5.
That is very cool.
Fucking half an hour. So I had an amazing experience. I fucking loved it. I had a great time. And yeah, that was my first time ever getting fucking drunk in person. One of the only times I actually got drunk in BC.
That's amazing. North Van used to have a lot of great bars. When I first moved to North, there was bars on Lonsdale, like nightclubs. There used to be the Shore nightclub, which was roughly where Sailor Hangers is now, where the beer store is. That used to be a nightclub. Down where Taylor's Crossing pub, that used to be a nightclub. They used to be all over North Van, and I don't know why they shut them all down. It used to be pretty cool. And then you had like Seymour's and those crap places. I was a bouncer at the Linwood at one point. I don't know if you ever got to go to the Linwood.
No, I never went there. I heard about it, but I've never been there.
Yeah, I'll give you an example of what the Linwood was. One night when I was bouncing there, 2 girls stabbed another girl with a broken bottle in the bathroom because she was hitting on one of their boyfriends. All 3 girls, 16 years old. All 3 of them were 16.
Really?
Yeah, that's the kind of bar at Linwood was. It was brilliant. Just truckers and bikers and 16-year-old girls. It was just Sodom and Gomorrah, man. It was so much fun.
Well, I'll give you a timeline, because when I moved out there, Jack Lonsdale had just closed for the renovation.
Oh, okay.
So I had never been to the original Jack Lonsdale.
Oh, you're missing out on nothing.
Well, I heard all types of fucking stories about how much of a shithole that place was.
Oh, it was rough.
And then when they opened up the new place, and it was like more like a sports bar, and it was all clean and shit, higher class. I go in there probably about 3 days after they opened. I popped in there after work one night, and went in for a fucking drink and a shot. And this dude comes in, he's just ratty as motherfucking hell. Guy clearly hasn't showered in weeks.
In a jersey?
You know, he's just wearing a big fucking overcoat.
Okay.
That's all I remember. And he comes like staggering in, and right away the owner comes up saying, "Sorry, man, you're not coming in." The guy's like, "Fuck, I got my fucking life." The guy's like, "Yeah, I can tell. Get the fuck out. We're not that kind of bar anymore. You don't come in and just get shit faced. It's a social place, not a fucking drown your life fucking in sorrows place."
Right.
And the guy tried to pick a fucking fight right away. Because they had bouncers when I first got there. They had actually security bouncers there.
Yeah, of course.
And now I get why. It's to get rid of the initial riprap.
Yeah.
All that shit fucking stopped and changed, and it was just, oh my god, it was just the funniest fucking hell night.
Yeah, North Van used to be fun before they got rid of all that stuff. I was really sad to see the Linwood go. It was fantastic. I could spend a whole episode telling stories about that place, but
who cares?
I'm so happy I get to hear the effects now.
It was a good place. Slept with the server there, and then The next morning I met her son. He was a year older than me. That was very awkward.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah, it was a weird place. A lot of good things happened there. She's actually related to my daughter somehow, but that's another story for another time. Too much information on the podcast. Yeah, no.
We only got like 5,000 listeners.
Yeah, we're pushing 4,600 as of my last check, just over 4,500. So very, very cool. Thank you, everybody, especially my American listeners, all our listeners on Spotify. I hope things work out for us. I really do. So for in the meantime, if you think you could do something a little more interesting than Gordon and I, we want to hear you try. Why don't you get started at Anchor.fm, the best way to make your podcast ever. You can create and host unlimited episodes. You can monetize your podcast. You can record from anywhere. You can include up to 10 friends in that recording, and you can do it all for free. At Anchor.fm, the best way to make your podcast ever for now. We shall see. A lot of people very skeptical of any good coming from this Spotify takeover. I hope it goes well. 80% of our listeners are on Spotify currently, so I really want to say nothing but good things about them. But people are noticing a big change in the services they're providing already. And they're just... talk keeps spiraling around going to a paid model for Spotify, and I don't like the sounds of that. Although Spotify already does offer a paid model, don't they? So I'm an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so does YouTube, though. I mean, I see when I was reading the article about it, the one big article they wrote about it, I was actually kind of excited because like their plan, for the most part, was to turn it into the Netflix of podcasts.
I love the sounds of that.
And it sounds like an amazing idea. I love the idea because, I mean, like, Netflix legit changed everything.
Yeah.
It changed everything about how we watch TV, how we approach, you know, our quote-unquote free time. It was just absolutely a mind game changer without a doubt. And then with them wanting to do that with podcasts, like, well, that's just fucking even better. That's amazing.
Well, I will stick around as long as I can. I will keep us around. But everybody else is just, you know, at the first sign of trouble, they're just...
Run! Fucking run!
And I am not of that mindset. Anchor's always been good to us, which is why I went back to them initially. Because I got cold feet in the summertime and ran away from them. There's actually an episode called I'm Back on Anchor. It's where I started, and I'm glad I came back to them. They've always been good to us, so I don't want to join the exodus that's going on, and I've always liked Spotify, especially what they've done for podcasts. So I hope it keeps up. Podcasting's, we got in at just the right time, because anybody trying to get in next year, you're fucked. It's just going to be a crowded mess. It's going to be like a Big Brother audition. So we will
be at the fucking forefront leading the industry.
We got in just at the right time, and it's gaining so much credibility. I mean, podcasting's been a thing for 20 years, but nobody did it, and nobody ever thought it would catch on. Just like the internet initially, everyone thought the internet was a fad, and look what it became. Same with Netflix. That was never supposed to be anything, and these trends. I've never been able to catch one. This is the first one I did, and thank God I did. But that wasn't why I did it. I just really enjoy the freedom of it and getting to talk to everybody. I wish more of them would talk to us, Eric and Gord at Outlook.com. But, yeah.
Guys, just fucking write in, for God's sake, just write in.
I don't know. There's a lot of other sites popping up, too. So Anchor or Spotify or whatever they call themselves after this, they've got a lot of competition, too. There's a lot of new stuff popping up all over the place. Generally paid models, but that offer as good as, if not better, service. The only thing I'm curious about is this studio. But I've just heard another site that I deal with, is opening their own podcasting studio. I'm not sure if it's in New York, but they're basically stealing Anchor's idea, 100%, and just opening up a studio where their podcasters can go podcast from. So it's going to be an interesting year coming up for people like us, who I think there's a lot of opportunity for us to do some good. And the next thing that happens is radio stations are going to start sniffing around and start picking up these shows.
Every radio station, every time I listen to any radio station, it's always, hey, so after the show tonight, don't forget to go over to a podcast after. It's all of them.
Exactly. Drex, my favorite radio host, he's got a podcast that I actually haven't caught yet. Nor have I talked to him in a while. He was a big fan of the show back in the beginning.
The only podcast I listen to is ours, and I barely listen to that too. So
I'm a big fan. I try to listen to the ones that have asked me to through the Anchor community. I do try to support they're like kind of a extended family, so I try to support them. As far as the other ones, I listen to one regularly. The Adam Carolla Show, obviously, man's been a hero of mine for a long, long time. Other than that, I just can't get into them. Even ones with really people you would think would be very entertaining are really not. Oh, yeah.
The one that I always really liked was Creepypasta.
Oh, yeah.
I was a big fan of that one because it's literally just people telling stories that are clearly not true, but they're told in such a great way that they sound fucking freaky. And there's a while there I was listening to those for quite a bit, and it was great. And then I listened to one episode where it actually fucking freaked me out because, the story was great. It was a long story, but they actually you could actually go to the website where they actually had pictures. And the story was awesome because basically what it was these two guys that they weren't necessarily great friends, but they liked to go caving and do that thing where you actually actually create the cave, or you actually chip away at the fucking rock and make your way through it.
Wow, that's probably got a lot of archaeologists and environmentalists in. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. So what they did?
People would hate that.
In this cave in this fucking town.
Spelunking, I believe they call that.
Is that Is that what spelunking is? I don't know.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
No. So they get into this cave, which on the outskirts of this fucking town they live in, and there's never been rumors about it or anything else. Just the fucking cave, and they get in this one spot, and there was this really tiny hole.
Yeah, I like where this is going.
Through this wall, so they started chipping away through this hole. And they made their way through, and there's these pictures that they took these random pictures of the guys who were involved. The two of them as they're showing how the hole started really small, nothing, and you could barely squeeze an arm through it. And they end up getting it big enough that these two skinny dudes could actually fit through it. And it's like the type of hole that you're stretched out and you're barely moving. Because there's no room to actually really move. You're just sort of wiggling your way through.
I would absolutely lose my mind. I don't even like talking about it.
Yeah, but you're going to have to hear about this anyways. Because this is pretty much everything about your fucking fears all rolled into one story.
Fuck!
So they get through, and they end up they get to this spot where it's an opening. And they get through, and they end up getting through this whole other side. These weird noises keep happening. And one time when they were actually in this chamber, they could hear this grinding sound of a giant rock being pushed across another rock.
Right.
Like somebody moving a boulder, basically. And they couldn't figure out where this fucking noise was coming from. It always happened just sort of once in a while, whatever. They have no idea. So they end up coming through this secondary room. And it's a big enough room to walk in through, and the guy's sort of going through it, but when he got through there, his light stopped working. He had a camera, the camera stopped working. But they started hearing these fucked up noises. And so out of fear, they end up fucking getting out, they crawl out, they go back, they sort of regroup, and the weird thing was coming up to this point is they kept having this weird feeling that was coming over them, and it was actually affecting them mentally. They were becoming like depressed and angry, and there was no reason for any of it because they were enjoying what they were doing, but they were becoming very despondent about shit. It was really fucking weird. So they get through, and the one guy fucks his legs up somehow. I can't remember how he did, but he fucked his leg up. He's sore. The other guy's like, well, I gotta go through this side. I want to go explore that other cave. So he squeezes his fucking way through, gets to this other fucking opening,
When I get that down,
and he sees this giant boulder sits beside him, and he sees these scrape marks on the ground underneath. He's like, well, fuck. That must have been that grinding sound, but how does that boulder move? I don't understand. So he's in this room, and boom, his fucking light shuts off. And then he hears this fucking boulder moving again. So he starts freaking out. He goes back over to the boulder, and the boulder had clearly moved like 2 feet, and there's a fucking hole underneath it.
Jesus.
So something moved it, and it's underneath it in this fucking hole. So the guy freaks, right? Because now he can hear something in the thing. He fucking loses his shit. By the way, once they got into this fucking extra part of this tunnel where they connected into a tunnel that was sort of already there, there's like hieroglyphics, but it's not like human-made hieroglyphics on the wall.
Run! Fucking run!
Right? So the guy's talking about, he's describing how they're trying to leave, and he's trying to get out of this cave because he is panicking.
Of course.
But you can barely move. Like, you're only moving like inches every fucking like minute, right? So the guy's fucking wiggling, so he fucking gets all the way through. He's cutting himself open. He puts his arm up and all this shit. They finally get out, and the other side, the other guy's like, what the fuck was all that noise? The guy's like, man, we got to get the fuck out of here. And then they hear something in the tunnel. There's something coming at them through the tunnel that the guy just came out of.
Jesus.
So they freak the fuck out. They get out of this fucking tunnel. They fucking bail. They pack their shit up as fast as they can. They run out. Now, the only way in and out is to go up this rope. It's actually just a piece of rope that's tied to a tree that they put up. So the tree is like all the way out. The rope is tied around the tree. It drags down into the hole. You got to climb up this thing.
Just do it!
And as they're climbing up this tree or up this rope, they can hear this thing in the other fucking section, growling and snarling. I mean, these fucked up noises like it's not exactly like that, but So they're freaking the fuck out, and they're absolutely sheer fucking panicking about what's going on. And they finally get up. They climb up the fucking rope. They get out. They're laying on the lip of the fucking hole. They're laying there. They're like, oh my god, I can't believe this shit just fucking happened. And fuck me if the rope went tight.
Oh my god.
And it starts moving like there's somebody fucking crawling up it. So they freak the fuck out completely, obviously, because they're the only ones in the cave. Something's coming up after them. So they cut the fucking rope at the tree base, and they can hear this noise and something hit the ground, and then they leave. And they didn't speak for like a couple of weeks. They didn't talk about it. The way this whole thing was described was absolutely amazing. It was so fucking terrifying. Oh my god. And the story ends with the one guy saying that he was going to go back and find out what the fuck that was. And it ends with him saying, I'm leaving tonight, I'm going to go back. I'll let you guys know what happens. And then nobody ever sees him again.
Oh, you're kidding me.
That's how it just ends with his last entry, and that's it. That's it. No more story.
That is
so well done.
That is brutal. That wow.
It's called Ted the Caver.
I will check that out.
Awesome.
And that's a podcast.
it's on a podcast called Creepy Pasta.
I can't wait to check that one out. That's fantastic. That's one thing I love. There's just you can find anything you want right now in the podcast world. For good and bad. There's some nasty shit out there too. Not everyone's as wholesome and family oriented and educationally driven as we are. On that note, I'm gonna grab some water because that actually really creeped me out. I like that story a lot. I am going to throw to a song. This is a song I haven't heard in a long, long time. It's my absolute favorite. It was for a long, long time. This is Ashes of Purgatory song called "He Felt the Floor."
Nice.
And it's not playing.
Don't do it!
Says he didn't even feel the floor. Doctor says he didn't even feel the floor. Doctor says he didn't even feel the floor. Doctor says he didn't even feel the floor. But it felt it out. It's all on you. This is all on you. This is all on you. It's all on you. Still one of my favorite songs. He Felt the Floor.
Creepy fucking tune.
Isn't that, yeah, that was an emotional one. Pretty self-explanatory, obviously. Very emotional. Hard to write, but it just came out perfectly at the right time. And I actually almost got arrested doing those vocals because I did them out on the street live, and the police thought I was yelling at them. It was, but yeah, that's a really good song. I like that one. That's recorded, of course, at Rocky Fortune Studios, courtesy of Sealed Juvenile Records, which is a fledgling record label trying to launch out here by, a working branch of the Champion Tree Entertainment Company. I got a few other artists working with me on there. I'm supposed to have a couple albums coming out this year. I'm not feeling good about these two guys. They're two local rappers, a guy named Ghost and a guy named Levi. Really talented guys. There's a really good underground rap scene brewing in Vancouver. I really would love to see it pick up a lot. So I'm trying to help these kids out. And who knows, could be some good stuff coming from Sealed Juvenile Records later on in the year. But much like my own projects, I wouldn't hold my breath. Yeah, we're just that's how it rolls. But if you have a project you want to work on, feel free to get in touch with me at idon'treallylikethatOutlook.com. And if you can't figure it out, it's idon'treallyliketh@outlook.com. Or always Eric and Gord at Outlook.com. Get in touch with us. Our friend Adrian did, and we had a lot of fun having him on the show. I actually want to have him back. He was a great guy. And anybody, if you want to be a part of the show, send us an email or give us a call, stop me on the street, do whatever you want to do, and you can be a part of the show too. You can take over the show if you want. It's as much your show as it is mine. So get in touch with us and be on like Adrian did. We had a blast meeting him. He's a friend of the show and a friend for life now. And you could be too. And if you do so, while you're doing that, why don't you listen to an episode? You don't even have to listen to the whole episode, but shoot us a quick review on podchaser.com or on Spotify, or just email it to ericandgord@outlook.com, and you could win yourself a $1.5 million barbecue set by Russian scientist math, of course, being given away by Gord. Gord's going to tell you all about it right now. The draw date is May 17th. All you have to do is send us a review of our show, and each new review is a new entry in the draw. So send us 100 reviews, you get 100 entries. And what are they winning, Gord?
Well, they're going to be winning. It is the ultimate fucking barbecue set. It is all stainless steel set. Comes with everything you're ever going to need for barbecue. It's great for at home, great for camping, great for going to your buddies, whatever you're going to do with it. Tongs, carving set, forks, knives, salt, pepper shaker, your grippy tongs, your spatula for flipping the burgers. Got everything. It's an amazing set. Like I said, comes in the stainless steel case. It is a true limited edition piece because very, 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 very few of these were ever made. And if you're going to be, I am telling you from personal experience, you will not know anybody who owns this set. That's just how fucking rare it is because nobody fucking owns this thing. It's just like a one-off piece. Add to the fact that you're also going to be getting a secondary set of steak knives, nice wood handles, forged from solid Germany, so it's really good high-end steel. All of that, and I will be professionally re-edging those blades so they are a smooth edge. So you can
was this that Russian scientist who there was an asteroid coming at Earth, and he guessed it was 5,000 miles away. It was actually 1,000,005. So we guess Russian math's usually off by about 1 million.
They have a tolerance.
So yeah, just send us an email, ericandgord@outlook.com. There's a few coming in, but your chances of winning are still really, really good. For complete contest details, you can go to ericandgord.simdiff.com. That's our official website of the show. ericandgord.simdiff.com. That is going to be changing in the near future, but I will have further announcements about that a little bit down the road. I'm trying to update our website, make it a little hipper, a little cooler, but it's still pretty neat the way it is. And you can get full contest details there and information about anything we're running on the show, be it contests, be it our voice messages that we will offer you. If you've got something to say to a friend, loved one, coworker, person you hate, ex-girlfriend, whatever you want, you can go to our website. There's a contact page there. You can fill out all the information, and we will leave a pre-recorded message for anyone you like, either Gord or myself or both of us. You just got to give us 48 hours to record it for you, and we'll have that ready. And you can Eric and Gord at simdiff.com. There's also a lot of other great offers going on there. Check out the site. Leave us a star rating. Fill out something on the comment page, and we'll send you a free gift. Something neat. Might be a bag of garbage, whatever I have laying around, but you'll get something from us anyway.
Hey, there's some awesome wrappers out there. Like cigarette wrappers that can be very collectible. So.
That's right, there are indeed. I like that.
How about new?
I do have something I have to talk about, and I swear to God this is legit just as we come to the top of the hour here. I might even try to sneak in another song. But I swear to God this is true. Now we'll see how this story pans out, but I've just heard the beginning details of it. There was allegedly a serial killer in the Florida area who was hanging out in a group of friends with Nicole Brown Simpson. He made his presence aware to her family members, made it known that he was hanging out with her group of friends, and someone knew who this man was, and apparently he is now a convicted serial killer in that area. So there is a possibility that O.J. Simpson didn't do it.
I doubt
it. There was a known killer hanging out with the victim at the time of death. That's, after all this fucking time, it's possible OJ didn't do it. That's when my head explodes. That's when Flat Earth is real.
No, OJ still did it. Fuck that.
He kind of had me a little convinced when he wrote that book, What If I Did It? And,
Here's how I would have done it.
this explaining how he would have done it if he did it. That looked bad, OJ. I'm not gonna lie. That wasn't doing you any favors. But
That was like the dumbest thing I think I've probably ever heard in my life.
oh well, yeah, he didn't do a whole lot of good for himself during that time period. But that was particularly brutal. So just this story coming out today was just blew my mind, and it's legitimate apparently, but there's still no anything linking this particular person to the crime, other than the fact that he's a killer and they were killed.
That's fucking funny.
I want to know. Mark Garagos actually has a podcast now. He was one of the prosecutors in that case. He's now a defense attorney, but has a podcast on one of the stations that we're on, castbox.com. Great place to listen to podcasts. I would really like to try and get in touch with him and see how he feels about this story, being one of the unsuccessful prosecutors of O.J. Simpson.
You know what I don't understand about the O.J. Simpson case? Aside from the fact that he was found not guilty. What I don't understand is, how is it that in a criminal court he gets cleared of not guilty, but then gets charged in a civil case for liability for the thing and gets found guilty?
Yeah, that's how the American system works. And he wasn't really found guilty. It was just found that I forget how they put it. Yeah, it wasn't beyond a reasonable doubt, but I'm not sure how they do it like that, Gord. I wish I could give you a more intelligent answer. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but it happens in every high-profile case. They get them on a civil case afterwards.
And then they're found guilty of the civil case. It just doesn't make any sense at all. I just don't understand how the fuck that's possible.
Yeah, I don't understand how that works either, and frankly, it makes no sense to me. But that in to the best of my knowledge, that's double jeopardy. But I guess it isn't. I'm
assuming because it doesn't involve jail time, it only involves.
Yeah, it's just punitive damages. So it's like they didn't commit the crime, but the family suffered because of their involvement in it somehow.
It's very strange. I never understood that. It doesn't make any sense at all.
It really doesn't.
But, America, what are you going to do?
America. It's a place where a hipster would probably be much more successful in trying to sue because someone posted a picture of him. Oh my God.
I knew you'd love that.
That's going to bug me for a long, long time.
Yeah, as it should, because that is just fucking strange.
Let's see, what else do we got to go to? I do want to say I am trying to start up a second podcast. I've been trying for a couple of weeks now. Well, you guys know I've been trying for a lot longer than that. I do want to do something that focuses more on music. We had a great response to our music episode. I'd like to make it a regular, maybe even a weekly segment if I could, or at least monthly, because there's a lot to talk about in the music scene. There's literally not much going on, but there's more than I think there is in a couple of different scenes. But I do want to start promoting local music, even Ontario music, just Canadian music in general. We need a lot more good music and a lot less of this.
Look at this photograph.
Gotta get rid of that and get some quality music. So I'm trying to start a podcast. I do have a blog that's going to debut this weekend. It's called Eric and Gord Do a Podcast Together, and sometimes with other people too. That's got a WordPress blog that's coming out, and that's going to be a lead into a new sort of music-oriented podcast that I'd like to start doing. I struggled with where I wanted to go with it, but I think this is seriously something I need to devote some time to. So stay tuned for that. I'll be talking about it more ad nauseum on this show. But yeah, we had a really good response to that episode, Gordon. I had a lot of fun doing it. I would like to start including other people in it. I know there's a lot of people who would love to give their opinion of the state of music. So that is something I would like to do, if that's all right with you, sir.
Oh, absolutely. I love talking music, so anytime.
I know you do. That's one of our shared passions, definitely.
You've only got an hour, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I mean, me sharing.
Exactly. That's sorry about my roommate and a guy who will probably be one of the first to line up when we do this idea. He has a lot of opinions about music and very well spoken about them. But yeah, he did just pipe up and say we've only got an hour show,
Sometimes three. Don't depend on how much we have to talk about.
Oh yeah, but it could get carried away. Look at our Degrassi episodes.
Right?
Those went on forever, and I miss them. And I'm sure I'm going to have a ton to talk about when I get back from my trip to Degrassi Land this June. Kids, you got to help us out. Gord has a GoFundMe page. Please throw me a few bucks. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The single biggest event of the 21st century is happening this year, and it's happening on my birthday. The entire cast of both Degrassi series, the original series and the Next Generation, all of them, the entire cast is getting together to celebrate my birthday in Toronto. And I have to be there. If I miss, this is my pilgrimage to Mecca. This is me meeting. This is Bill Schwartzky meeting the Bears. This is everything to me. I cannot miss this. I'm begging for your help. Send me out there. What I'm willing to do for you guys is I'm going to hitchhike out there. I'm going to make a YouTube show out of it. It's going to be freaking hilarious because I'm borderline retarded. I am not going to fare well on my own in the wilderness. It's going to be a great, entertaining show. What we're going to do, we're going to get together in Toronto. We're going to party with the cast of Degrassi, and then me and Gord are going to drive down to New York and do a live podcast, tell you all about it from the Anchor Studio in Times Square. This is an epic. I don't have a bucket list. I don't believe in them, but if I did, this would be it. Please help us do this. If you can't go to the GoFundMe page, just get in touch with us through ericandgord@outlook.com, or you can call me directly, 604-655-9630. Please make this happen. The only thing better than one of your dreams coming true is helping someone else's dream come true. And you could really do that. This is all I've ever wanted in my life. I can't believe it's happening. Caitlin is waiting there anxiously to meet me.
Yeah, I believe she actually said something publicly about it, saying, I can't wait to meet Eric.
There's an outside chance Kevin Smith's going to be there. I bet dollars to dimes Kevin Smith and Jay Muse will be there. It's going to be a big, big thing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Snake, Stephen Brofman, he's talking about it all the time. And Pat Mastriani, the mastermind behind the whole thing, Joey Jeremiah, is constantly going off about it. It's going to be a really, really good time. Please make sure I get there and join us if you can. It's going to be a blast if you're a fan of the show.
It's going to be awesome, and I'm fucking stoked for it. I can't fucking wait. So.
I'm not sure if I have that link anymore. Gord, can you make sure we get that link so I can post it somewhere, or maybe offer it on Facebook the next time you have a chance?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'll link it up on. I'll put the link on. You talk about for the GoFundMe or for the actual Degrassi thing?
Why don't you put both up? If you could. This is talk we could have off the air, but yeah, go to the GoFundMe page. Start helping me and Gord, because part of this Spotify takeover thing is we're not making any money. Nobody is right now, and it's possible that the whole outside of the U.S. monetization thing could be on hold for a while. I just talked to a guy in Norway who lost his sponsorships too, because of they're just going back to the way it was. So it could be, in America, they're allowed to collect money for their podcast right through the Anchor platform. Outside of America, we're not allowed to do that. So we need some support somehow. If you are a company who's looking for some advertising space, we've got tons on this show. There's a lot of room for me to shut up and advertise your company for a really reasonable rate. And if you're just someone, you can always donate to the show and help us out. Any money we don't use will go to a fantastic charity. But we could use your help, guys.
Yeah, we really do. We need it. We're gonna put it to good use. We're not gonna abuse this. We're gonna make sure that any money that we do raise for this will be going to the trip. To all just to bring more episodes to you guys, so we can sit there and basically fuck with a bunch of people that we look up to.
And anybody who knows me, this is all going in that none of it is in my name. I can't actually touch this money. It's a PayPal account that goes to Gord, so you don't have to worry about me.
You might have to worry about me, but you won't have to worry about Eric.
That'd be hilarious if I just finally got there and there was no money.
Gord's gone.
Gord's gone, and I'm just in a province I've never been to, and I've just hitchhiked there. I'm tired and lonely and got no money.
Use the money to cancel the show, to cancel the fucking Degrassi thing. Terrible.
This is gonna be hilarious. I can't wait. That's June 14th to 16th. This event is happening, and I got to get there one way or another. I'm seriously begging for your help. I'll never ask you guys for anything again. I promise. And with our listenership now, if you guys all kick in 50 cents, I'm there. And we've already got our first donation from my very generous roommate, Chris. The rest of you follow suit. And 50 cents, literally, less than $1. And I can do this. And you will get an amazing podcast out of it. I promise.
Now, for the record, just putting this out there. If all of our listeners donated 50 cents a piece, we actually still wouldn't have enough money to even do anything. Because each transaction costs 30 cents.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Somebody donates a cost. So if everybody donated 50 cents, we would only get 20 cents.
Yeah, that math kind of sucks. I did some math about our sponsorship that'll bring a tear to your eye. Yeah, we're not making what I thought we were making anyway. When you add up the cost of doing this show, which believe me, guys, it's a cost I'd pay for every day of my life if I had to. It means the world to me to do this, and it's a small price to pay for the amount of fun I have and the relationships I've developed because of it. So don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining, but I know you guys can kick in 50 cents. I know you can. And if you can kick in 50, like Gord said, you can throw in 80. Come on. 80 cents. What's 80? 8 cans.
Just put $1. Just do it as $1. It's a fucking dollar.
I wasn't going to say it. Thanks, Gord.
It's a fucking dollar, you high-me cheap pricks. It's a fucking dollar.
See, that's the thing.
There's nothing in this world that you can buy for $1, but you can buy our happiness for $1.
Yeah, you can. You can definitely buy my happiness. Whoever made up that statement was a big fat liar.
Oh, whoever made that statement, yeah, you guys are a fucking idiot.
Wait, way off topic on the buck thing. God damn you, TransLink. I haven't bitched about TransLink in a long, long time. Used to be the staple of this show. Your goddamn $2.90 buses, just make them $3. You know I don't have that fucking change. We're all giving you $3. Make it $3 so you're not just stealing a dime from us, you fucking pricks.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's just, I know it's off topic, but why make no one's coming on the bus with $2.90.
No. $2.75, that made sense.
Yeah, right?
$2.90 makes no sense.
No, and all you fuckers who are going to answer, well, just go get a Compass card. I got no response to that, so fuck you.
Yeah.
Good.
Fuck you is right.
Just go get your Compass card. I shouldn't have to.
You fucking Compass card. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's a $6 card, by the way.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another topic for another show. It's been a long time since I've had to bitch about them, but I'm sure after the election cycle there'll be all kinds of new things. I know they're talking about changing zoning laws around transit. That's going to be a nightmare that we can talk about coming up. I think where are you at, Gord? Are we done for the night?
I had a horrible fucking sleep last night. I literally only slept for about an hour and a half last night. I could not. I've been barely functioning all fucking day. And to add to it, I spent the whole fucking day soliciting for fucking business for the first time in my life. I actually was doing like forms of cold calls and things. And what I'm stunned about is it actually might even pay off.
Oh, awesome.
I'm a little floored by this. Like, I handed out 15 flyers at the end of the day. I left the store a little bit early to hand out some flyers, and hand out 15 flyers, and 5 of them, of the people in there are like, well, do you have this? Yep. Well, one lady's like, well, I need a new kitchen. Need a new stove, fridge, this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, well, yeah, we can get all that. You find out what you want, we'll fucking order it for you.
That is very cool.
I'm really, really blown away by how that all fucking ended up working out. So, awesome, I guess. That was kind of cool.
Well, citizens of Ontario, help Gord out. And he's not even asking for stuff. He's just trying to do his job. Go buy some stuff from Gord.
Just to put this out there again for the area, we have a special event coming up next Thursday at work, and it is a VIP event, and I am publicly putting this out there. I don't think I'm allowed to, but fucking I'm doing it anyway. So yeah, best sort of sales ever. Everything is pretty much on sale, and yeah, come on in, buy some shit. You need it. Why not get it on sale? Fuck it.
Yeah, absolutely. People, go buy stuff from Gord and get him to sharpen your knives while you're there.
Yeah.
Start helping this poor bastard out.
Sharpen your fucking knives. It'll be awesome.
I can't really say that about my employment. I can't. Hey, go start heroin. You would really help me out. No, don't.
It doesn't quite work that well.
I don't get to advertise for my work. I'll give you a number. No. But yeah, go help Gord out. And I'm going to start devoting a lot of the show to Ontario because I learned some neat shit. Every time I learn more about Ontario, the more I want to go see it. We were talking about the town of Swastika today.
Oh, really?
Very interesting. There's a woman. There's a new documentary out, and I'll for the life of me, I can't remember the name. But there was a woman who was apparently best friends with Hitler and Winston Churchill, and she ended up killing herself because she was so torn between the two of them. And oddly enough, she was born in Swastika.
Oh, really?
Very strange connection there, but
that's very, that is very strange.
I'm a nerd. I like to. So we're going to be talking about some Ontario stuff. I can't wait to come visit it. It's just I've never spent more than a day there, which is odd, but I don't. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Well, if you spend more than a day here, then you've pretty much seen everything you need to see.
But yet, I'm going to put this on that events calendar. There's going to be an event on your calendar.
Well, first time for anything.
We're putting Milton on the map. Hey, next episode, we're going to have another Eric and Gord to introduce you to. It's been a while since we've done that. A lot of fun stuff coming up. Stay tuned, guys. We got guests coming on. We got new music, new good stuff to talk about. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm going to be back to talk to you guys in roughly 23 hours. Until then, take care of each other.
Fuck a man bun. God fucking damn fucking Jesus.
I love it. I'm going to play out.
Shit would drive me to fucking becoming religious. I swear to God.
I'm going to play us out on this. No, good night.